I really believe in Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. He's going into year 2 with Brian Daboll. And I think people don't understand how much easier it is to run an offense when you're in your second year running the system. Everything becomes second nature. In year 1, you know the stuff because you studied it, you work hard, but it's not quite, you're still thinking about everything. And by your second year in an offensive system, you're no longer thinking. Every answer you already know. It's just second nature. It comes, everything's quicker. You're not thinking as much. You just play way better in your second year in an NFL system and in an offensive system. So I think Daniel Jones is going to have a really big improvement this year. I also think people don't realize how good of an athlete Daniel Jones is. The dude is quick and he is massive. Daniel Jones is built like a superhero. He's 6'5", 230 pounds. For context and for reference, Josh Allen, the quarterback in Buffalo, is 6'5", 237. He's literally only 7 pounds bigger than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is a big, powerful monster of a man. He's really smart. He's got a great coach. He can run the football. And I think he's going to be unleashed by Brian Daboll this year. I am so excited. They've got a stud running back, Saquon Barkley, in New York. They've got, they added a tight end, Darren Waller, who's got so much potential. I mean, I'm so excited to see how Brian Daboll uses Darren Waller. Are you kidding me? Brian Daboll is a coach who puts people in a position to do well. He maximizes their potential. The thing that Dallas needs, honestly, is a coach who can get the best out of his people and the best out of his players. And I love Brian Daboll, man. I am a ride or die Brian Daboll fan. That dude is an amazing coach he was a miracle worker with what he did last year with the Giants. Getting them to a playoff game? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. I love what they did. And I'm interested in this receiver room, man. They've got Isaiah Hodgins, Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell. Those are the guys you know about who've been in the NFL for a while. But the exciting guy really is their rookie receiver, Jalen Hyatt out of Tennessee. The dude is so fast. He's had a really great camp. Jalen Hyatt, I watched him live last year of 5 touchdowns against Alabama playing for Tennessee last October, and I was like, whoa, who's this guy? Now he's in Brian Daboll's hands with his coaching staff, designing plays for Jalen Hyatt. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I'm also really excited to see how the Giants play Dallas this year because I think the Giants have better players. They've got a better roster, a better group of guys in Dallas, but the Giants have a better coaching staff. And it's this awesome experiment where you can see what's going to win, better coaching or better players. I don't know, man. I think the Giants have an opportunity here to take down the big monster in Dallas. That'd be really fun to see. I like the Giants defensive coordinator, Don Wink Martindale. He's a kind of a mad scientist of coaching. I mean, this Giants team is fun because they win with clever play design and smart coaching. It's kind of what the Patriots used to be. It's just I know the Patriots are so old, they've been around for so long, and the dynasty Bill Belichick's been there forever, but Brian Daboll's the new age, man, and he's fun. I really, really like Brian Daboll. I love watching him on film. He's just a genius when it comes to play design, and I think it's still a building year for the Giants. They're not a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion, but they did have a good offseason. They drafted well. They added linebacker Bobby Okereke. They added tight end Darren Waller. I can't wait to see how they use him. That's going to be incredible. And there is a lot of pressure on their former, 2022 number 5 overall pick, top 5 pick last year in the draft, Kayvon Thibodeau. I want to see him make a big improvement, man. If Kayvon Thibodeau can have a great year and become a really, really good pass rusher, then, I mean, man, the Giants' defensive line could be pretty good. They've got some good guys in the interior of their defensive line. Kayvon Thibodeau, though, that's the question mark. And can he become like a Michael Strahan level pass rusher? I'm not sure, but he's physically gifted, and I would love to see him develop into something special in New York. There's a reason they drafted him top 5. Corner's a concern. This is kind of a rough criticism because criticizing a guy simply because he's a rookie is pretty unfair. But Deonte Banks, their number 24 overall pick, will likely be starting week 1 at corner. And I think in time he could become a great player. He's got a lot of potential, but you have to acknowledge that early on, the first 6 games of the year, the Giants play Dallas, Seattle, Miami, the 49ers, Buffalo. Like, great receiving core after great receiving core. Dallas is loaded. Seattle's loaded. Miami's loaded. Like, you're going to have this rookie receiver thrown into the fire early on. And I think that could hurt the Giants early in their year. But if you're a Giants fan, please do not attack Deonte Banks. He's a rookie. being asked to guard Tyreek Hill in the first 6 games of his entire NFL career, being asked to guard DK Metcalf, being asked to guard CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. I mean, that's really tough. And I hope that Giants fans can recognize and be able to see that what he is in the first 6 weeks of the year is not quite what it'll be all year. And by the end of the year, if you can see development, that's a good, positive thing. And please don't blame early struggles for Deonte Banks on him and then say, and never open your mind to the fact that he might become a better player, capable of more down the road. Now, here's the bad news. I had the Giants going 8-9 this year, 8 wins, 9 losses. That would be a worse record than they had last year. Last year, they went 9-7-1. I think it's very possible the Giants are a much better team this year, even though they're going to have a worse record. I know that's weird to be better as a football team. You're capable of more, you're a better team, but you lose more games. I know that's kind of weird to hear, but it's because their schedule is loaded with great teams, and they're a team that's still in transition. They really overachieved last year, in my opinion. And I just want people to be patient with what they're doing in New York. With Brian Daboll, he's building something. Even if they win fewer games this year, they could be a better football team. Brian Daboll is building something in New York. I really believe in him. I believe in what they're doing. I believe in Daniel Jones, man. But building something takes time. And so I am begging Giants fans to hold your boos, hold your criticism, just allow this thing to grow and develop in New York, and understand that this year in New York is a year where you're building towards the future. If you can steal a win from Dallas and have better coaching and beat a better football team, frankly, with great coaching, that's a huge victory. Things like that are things to look forward to in New York. And Daniel Jones, I think, is going to have a lot of highlights and play really well. So enjoy the moments you can and understand that this is a long-term process. It's going to take a lot of time. And if the Giants on paper step back in the wins and losses column this year, relax, take a deep breath, because where they're headed is a direction I really believe in.